When Jeff Hanneman, guitarist, and Kerry King, guitarist, first met in Huntington Park, California, the band was formed. Kerry quickly introduced Jeff to vocalist and bassist Tom Araya, who had previously performed with King in a band called Quits, after the two connected through shared musical tastes. The three performed cover versions of Iron Maiden and Judas Priest songs at gatherings in clubs throughout Southern California. Former music writer Brian Slagel discovered Slayer at a show and asked them to contribute an original song titled Aggressive Perfector to his upcoming Metal Massacre 3 CD. Later, Slagel acquired the group through Metal Blade. The aggressiveness and quick tempo of thrash metal set it apart from other heavy metal subgenres. Slayer is recognized as one of the Big Four thrash metal bands, along with Metallica, Megadeth, and Anthrax. These four American bands are credited with creating and popularizing the genre. Megadeth, Slayer, and Anthrax performed on the Clash of the Titans tour, which is regarded as the pinnacle of the genre, from 1990. The band used pentagrams, makeup, spikes, and inverted crosses in their early performances. They discuss subjects including murder, serial killings, torture, genocide, human experimentation, Satanism, hate crimes, terrorism, religion, anti-religion, Nazism, warfare, and even necrophilia in their lyrics and album art. At the time, this caused a great deal of controversy, which led to album bans, delays, litigation, and criticism from the public and religious groups. Having founded or led bands like Death, Obituary, Cannibal Corpse, Morbid Angel, and Napalm Death, the group had a significant impact on death metal and black metal. The 1983 debut album by Slayer, Show No Mercy, had no funding for recording. The band had to pay for the LP out of their own pockets, combining King's father's loan with Araya's savings as a respiratory therapist at the time. Only 3 weeks after the tracks were finished, the album was released in a hasty manner. Slayer was able to launch their first nationwide club tour in 1984 to support the album since the release gained considerable traction in the underground. Slayer embarked on their first tour following the release of the 1983 album Show No Mercy. The band was without a tour bus or even a jet. The remainder of the band rode in Araya's Camaro while they hired a U-Haul trailer, which they were able to fit their equipment and a few band members in. Slayer didn't have any employees who might be considered professionals working for them either. The only person working for them at the time was a man who sold T-shirts to band members and family members. They had no management. Jon, Araya's 13-year-old brother, served as their soundman and one of their roadies. Slayer has worked with Supreme on other musical projects besides this one. As a fan of punk rock, Slayer guitarist Jeff Hanneman formed the short-lived hardcore group Pap Smear in 1984 with Dave Lombardo and guitarist Rocky George of the Suicidal Tendencies. The 1993 action thriller movie Judgment Night, which was directed by Stephen Hopkins, features the song Disorder, which the band co-wrote with Ice-T. The group collaborated with the German digital hardcore band Atari Teenage Riot to create the song, No Remorse, I Wanna Die, for the superhero movie Spawn in 1997. Kerry King plays the guitar solo in the Sum 41 music video for the song, What We're All About, which was featured on the Spider-Man album and was released in 2002. Lead guitarist for Slayer Kerry King is well recognized for his affinity for reptiles. He is the proprietor of a herpetology nursery and reptile house called Psychotic Exotics, where he raises a variety of species, such as carpet pythons, reticulated pythons, Madagascar ground boas, and others. Kerry King joined Megadeth. King, however, left Megadeth after 5 performances, claiming that the new band demanded too much of his time. King and Mustaine clashed over the breakup because Mustaine wanted King to stay for good, and the argument turned into a protracted dispute between the two bands. In 1995, three friends, Jacob DeLashmutt, Joseph Fiorella, and Royce Casey, choked and stabbed 15-year-old Elise Poller to death. Then the teenage boys repeatedly abused the body sexually. Casey admitted to the crime after converting to Christianity 8 months after the victim's death, but before her body was discovered. He claimed to the police that Poller was killed as part of a satanic ritual with the intention of helping their band, Hatred, achieve success. The band Slayer, according to the boys, gave them the idea to commit murder. David and Lisanne Poller, Poller's parents, sued the band. According to them, the lyrics of the songs, Postmortem, and Dead Skin Mask, gave the killers instructions on how to murder their daughter. After the lawsuit was dismissed, Poller's parents sued Slayer once more on the grounds that the band had intentionally spread dangerous information to children. The judge ruled that, "I do not believe Slayer's music to be obscene, indecent, or dangerous to kids," which led to the dismissal of this lawsuit as well. The first, Slayer Day, appropriately falling on the demonic numerals 666, was celebrated on June 6, 2006. Since then, metalheads have seized the chance to honor the genre's legends, and the Slayer event is still held every year. The International Day of Slayer is a cultural movement that has received official recognition. "12 studio albums have been released by Slayer over the course of their 35-year career. Show No Mercy in 1983. Hell Awaits in 1985. Rain in Blood in 1986. South of Heaven in 1988. Seasons in the Abyss in 1990. Divine Intervention in 1994. Undisputed Attitude in 1996. Diabolus in Musica in 1998. God Hates Us All in 2001. Christ Illusion in 2006. World Painted Blood in 2009. And Repentless in 2015. Additionally, they have released 2 EPs, 2 box sets, and 3 live albums. Nielsen SoundScan estimates that Slayer sold 4,900,000 copies album in US from 1991 to 2013, and over 20 million copies worldwide. Slayer has received 1 multi-platinum award and 6 gold certifications from the Recording Industry Association of America. Rick Rubin signed the group to Def Jam Recordings following the release of its debut 2 albums, Show No Mercy, 1983, and Hell Awaits, 1985. Rain in Blood it was released in 1986, which Rick produced, helped Slayer become the first metal band to enter the Billboard 200. Slayer has 5 albums with a gold certification thus far. The band has won 2 Grammy Award for Best Metal Performance category. Since the band's founding in 1981, just 2 individuals have remained, Tom Araya and Kerry King. Due to liver failure brought on by alcohol-related cirrhosis, Jeff Hanneman passed away in 2013 at the age of 49. Dave Lombardo, a founding member of Slayer, not only played on 9 albums with the band but also for Grip Inc., Phant Moss, Film, Testament, Suicidal Tendencies, Dead Cross, and The Misfits. Over the years, other members have included guitarist Gary Holt, drummer Jon Dette, and drummer Paul Bostaph.